It was a quiet night at St. Mercy Hospital, the kind where nothing out of the ordinary seemed likely to happen. But as the automatic doors slid open, a stray dog wandered in, its unkempt fur and lack of a collar hinting at a life on the streets. The dog paused briefly, its eyes scanning the empty lobby with a curious yet purposeful gaze, before calmly making its way down a corridor. At first, no one noticed the visitor, but what this mysterious dog was about to do would leave everyone in disbelief. The hospital was a place of routine, where every corner told a story. But on this night, something unusual was unfolding. The dog, unnoticed at first, moved through the hallways with quiet determination. It didn't seem lost or scared. It walked with purpose, as if it knew exactly where it needed to be. The staff, focused on their late-night rounds, remained oblivious to the strange visitor for several minutes. The dog passed through corridors lined with closed doors, its paws softly patting on the tiled floor, leaving faint echoes in the silence. Then, it turned into the pediatric wing. This was where the youngest and most vulnerable patients were cared for, and where the night seemed even quieter than elsewhere. The dog slowed its pace, its ears perked up, and its eyes scanned the room numbers, almost as though searching for something, or someone. It wasn't until the dog paused outside a specific room that a nurse, glancing at the security monitor, noticed the anomaly. At first, she thought it was a mistake. A stray dog? Inside the hospital? She quickly alerted another staff member, and together they headed toward the pediatric wing, unsure of what they might find. As the dog reached the room, it pushed the slightly ajar door open with its nose and stepped inside. The soft glow of a nightlight illuminated the space, revealing a sleeping baby in a small crib. The dog hesitated for a moment, its head tilting slightly, before it quietly approached the crib. The baby stirred, letting out a faint cry, breaking the stillness of the room. The dog responded instantly, letting out a soft whine, almost as if to reassure the baby. What happened next stunned everyone who would later witness it. The dog gently placed its paws on the side of the crib and leaned in, its nose softly nuzzling the baby's tiny hand. The crying stopped. The baby's hand rested on the dog's muzzle for a moment before it settled back into peaceful sleep. The dog lowered itself to the floor, curling up at the foot of the crib, its watchful eyes scanning the room as if it had decided to stand guard. By the time the staff reached the room, expecting chaos, they were met with an incredible sight. The dog lay protectively at the crib, calm and unthreatening, while the baby slept soundly. The nurses exchanged stunned glances, unsure of how to react to this unexplainable yet heartwarming scene. The nurses, unsure of what to make of the situation, decided to approach carefully. One of them crouched down and extended a hand toward the dog, speaking softly to avoid startling it. To their surprise, the dog wagged its tail gently, showing no signs of aggression. Instead, it looked up at them with calm, trusting eyes, as if it knew it wasn't in danger. As the baby stirred again, the dog's ears perked up, and it let out another soft whine. The baby's tiny fingers curled slightly in its sleep, and the dog, still lying at the foot of the crib, seemed content just to stay there. The nurses, moved by this unexpected display of gentleness, decided to let the dog remain in the room for a little while longer under supervision. The night progressed, with staff taking turns checking on the baby and its unexpected companion. The dog showed no signs of leaving. Instead, it seemed determined to stay, lying quietly as though it had a purpose that no one fully understood. By now, word of the dog's arrival had spread among the night staff. Some stopped by to see it for themselves, and all left with the same impression. This wasn't just a random stray. There was something special about the way the dog interacted with the baby, almost as if it was meant to be there. Curious about the dog's sudden appearance, the hospital staff reviewed the security footage to piece together how it had arrived. The grainy video showed the dog wandering in from the street, hesitating briefly at the entrance before the automatic doors opened. It seemed to know exactly where to go, moving with a confidence that baffled everyone watching the footage. Meanwhile, a local veterinarian was called in to examine the dog. The vet confirmed that it was a healthy stray, likely homeless for some time but still well-fed and friendly. There were no signs of identification, no collar, no tags, nothing to suggest where it had come from. Hoping to find the dog's owner or at least learn more about its background, the staff took pictures and posted them on social media, asking the community for help. The post quickly gained traction, with dozens of comments and shares from people touched by the story. Some speculated that the dog might belong to someone nearby, while others wondered if it had been drawn to the hospital for a reason. Despite their efforts, no one came forward to claim the dog. Yet, as the night went on, it became increasingly clear to everyone that this animal wasn't an ordinary stray. It seemed as though fate had brought the dog to that baby, at that moment, for a purpose no one could fully explain. The following morning, the baby's parents arrived at the hospital to check on their child. They were immediately informed about the unusual visitor who had stayed by the baby's side throughout the night. Curious and a little skeptical, they entered the room to find the dog still curled up near the crib, its watchful eyes now shifting toward them. As the parents approached the crib, the mother gasped. Tears welled up in her eyes as she turned to her husband. She explained that their family dog, who had recently passed away, used to sit in the exact same position near the baby's crib every night. The resemblance between their late pet and the stray was uncanny, not just in appearance but in behavior as well. Overwhelmed by emotion, the parents began to wonder if this was more than just a coincidence. Could this dog have been sent as a guardian, a sign, or something even more profound? The father, though less certain, admitted that the connection felt deeply meaningful. The staff, now hearing the parents' story, couldn't help but feel the same sense of wonder. The dog's calm presence, its unexplainable arrival, and the way it had interacted with the baby all pointed to something beyond ordinary chance. It was as though the dog had appeared not to intrude, but to provide comfort, filling a void the family didn't even realize they needed. As the story of the mysterious dog spread, it captured the hearts of everyone in the hospital and beyond. Staff members, touched by its gentle nature and the connection it seemed to share with the baby, began referring to it as a guardian angel. The parents, moved by what they believed to be a sign, decided to adopt the dog if no owner could be found. In the days that followed, the hospital's social media post about the dog gained widespread attention. People from the community and even from other towns shared their thoughts, many calling the incident miraculous. Offers to adopt the dog poured in, but when the parents officially stepped forward, the hospital staff unanimously agreed that this was where the dog belonged. The dog, now named Hope by the family, was taken home and became an inseparable part of their lives. Hope's bond with the baby only grew stronger, always staying close by as if continuing its self-appointed role as a protector. This heartwarming story served as a powerful reminder of the mysterious ways animals can touch our lives. It wasn't just about the dog's unexpected arrival. It was about the unexplainable connection, the comfort it brought, and the joy it inspired in everyone who witnessed it. Sometimes, the most unexpected moments remind us that love, protection, and kindness can come from the unlikeliest of places. If this story touched your heart, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe in signs like these? Let us know in the comments below. And if you think more people need to hear about Hope's incredible journey, don't forget to like and share this video. For more heartwarming stories and unexpected moments, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We post new videos regularly that remind us of the magic in everyday life. Thanks for watching, and we hope you find a little piece of hope in your day, just like this dog brought to that baby.